So this is going to be a no detail miss explanation on how to do this A2 Purge Trooper skip. The idea is to hit a perfectly timed falling dash over the crawl space. And you're going to go straight out. If you learn the timing, you can nail it first try. We're going to go over the worst case scenarios and how to get out without falling. So obviously you're going to come up here. Now, the way I do it is, because I used to have a really hard time figuring out where I was and how to get to where I need to be. So I listen for the stormtrooper shooting, and there's this, okay, this room right here. You know, if you go too far to the right, you're going to void out. So I just walk straight in. And if you run like too far, you're going to void out as well if you go too quickly. So it's going to load in like right there. I'm going to try and nail it perfectly. A little bit more to the left. I'm going to try to do it while running. It's a perfectly timed falling dash. And as I say it, I fucking void out. Wonderful. Obviously, you want to open that door. I'm not opening it because I don't need to. Because I'm just doing... Okay, so if you end up in here, you can get out by just jumping over this gap. So... yeah, you can get out of there as well. Falling dash. Don't touch anything during the cutscene if it triggers there. Okay, I'm out. This skip is not always gonna work. I'm gonna try and get you into the variables of what can happen. Not touching any buttons. Falling dashed as I'm falling. Okay, so we're in the crawl space now. This is one of 4 possible scenarios that could happen to you. One is you get straight out if you perfectly time your falling dash. 2 is you land in here. 3 is you land in there to the left of the crawl space, which is unpredictable. Now, to get out of here, I'm going to back up, turn around, straight forward dash, and the animation is what clips you through. More difficult for me on a controller. I want to be closer. I like to kind of be like in this beam. But you do need to back up. And I'm just dashing. Okay, so now I'm inside this wall, which I believe I might be able to just jump out of. Maybe, possibly. Do a flipping dash. Now we're back into the crawl space. I also kind of like to hug the right side. There we go. The spot is pretty much... that beam right there is where you're dashing, falling. That's where the ledge is. So once you... there we go. Okay, that was perfect. Perfectly timed. Falling dash. Right through. When the cutscene triggers, do not press any buttons. I really want to get into the spot where it's a dangerous territory, where you can absolutely void out. It triggers the cutscene, but you don't end up in the crawl space, you end up in the area to the left. I found that moving or trying to dash during the cutscene is what causes you to fall. Let's try it again. Don't press no buttons. See where you're at. Okay, we are in the space to the left. Sometimes you can jump out. Like that. I'm having some really, really good luck here, so don't let it fool you. I think we're in the... I think I dashed too late there, which is worst case scenario, and we're going to be in the spot to the left. No, we're in the crawl space. All right. I would love to get in there to show you guys how to get out, but... Okay, we're out. I'm going to try to walk off the edge, because you can walk off the edge and land into the bad spot. We're going to try walk directly into the bad spot. All right, this is the bad spot, ladies and gentlemen. Worst case scenario. So you can back up here like a little bit, and there's collision on these pipes. If you go first, we're going to try and get out from here. Okay, worst case scenario. The cutscene didn't trigger yet, so we're going to try and trigger the cutscene by dashing basically into the corner. I'm going to try and like back up a little bit and wiggle my way around here, but it's a very, very small area. Okay, so if you go to the left at all, you're going to fall. Okay, we triggered the cutscene. We're not moving at all. We might be... I'm not sure where we're going to end up. Looks like we're still in the same spot. And this is worst case scenario, where you're still in here. It's more difficult to get out. And I do not know a 100% method to get out of here. It's just going to take some finagling, some dashing into the right area, which I do not know where that is. Sometimes you have better luck with flipping. I want to get out so I can show you. Normally, you don't go straight through there. A lot of times you'll end up inside the crawl space from that area, because you're inside. You see these grates right here. You're inside that pillar. So like if you get into the crawl space, you're fine because you can get out, as I showed you earlier. And as you can see, I just dashed straight out through the corner somehow. I find it RNG. The only 100% method I have is perfectly timing the falling dash from that ledge up there over the crawl space into here. And also, like, if you get into the crawl space, you're good, because you can get out of there relatively easily, just dashing straight forward through the gap. But again, it's the animation that clips you through. You don't want to just sit against the wall, dashing into the wall. You want to back up. When you line up the dash straight out, you'll go straight out. I have not been able to dash out just hugging the wall. Let's do a void out. Where we are. Do not press anything during this cutscene. Don't dash, don't move. Okay, we are in worst case scenario position. Now, you can move backwards, but this space is extremely tight. See, I moved too far forwards or to the left. This is where you fall. It's very precise, and if you land in there, it's extremely, extremely easy to fall. That's why you do not want to move left at all, ever, if you land in that spot. Now we're in the crawl space. We didn't trigger the cutscene at all. You want to be forward more with your head around the beam. And again, what we said, to the right. Now we're in here. Okay. It's not going to work like this every single time. It's going to take practice. You're not just going to learn it instantly. Landing inside here in the area to the left of the crawl space is worst case scenario, but again, do not move left at all. And when you trigger the cutscene, do not move at all. Do not dash. Nothing. Stand still. See where you are once the cutscene finishes. And then you're going to try and recover from there. Perfect dash is going to take you straight out. Otherwise, you're going to end up in the crawl space or inside that column, which you can get out of, or in these pipes. It's going to be somewhat RNG. You're going to just be dashing into a corner, basically. You don't have much room at all to move because, as you saw, if you move left at all, you fall. You can move backwards a little tiny bit because there's collision. But if you go too far, you're going to fall no matter what. There is very, 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 very little room to move in there. It may or may not take you a little bit of time. You know, in a speed run, it might take you a minute to get out of here, or you'll get it first try. Just practice it and you will get it down. Hopefully that helps you guys. I think I covered everything for the most part. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later.